Well, hi there. Welcome to the stream. Got some things we're going to do. Let's see here. Take a look at my preview, make sure I'm coming through. My mic looks like it's got stuff going on there. Oh, we do want to start recording too. Let's do that as well. Okay. Looks like everything's working and everything is good. I'm going to have a sip of coffee and I'm going to refresh my stream. Let's see, connected stream, start preview. There we go. Looking good. Everything's looking good. Not having any of the technical problems I was having this morning, like not being able to wake up. Oh, anyway, is there anybody in my stream? Let me see here. We can top chat. We've got chat. Let's see. I can look at YouTube chat here. Capture moments. This is all new to me, so I'm just going through stuff that's on my screen. Let me get started over here a little bit. So we've got something generating in the background. We can talk a little bit too. Welcome to my stream. I've been streaming games here and there, a couple other things, some vibe coding, but mostly on Twitch. So I'm going to try this on YouTube. I think my audience is more of a YouTube group, and so this should turn out maybe better than Twitch has. But please bear with me. Again, let me give you something to look at while you wait. Let me see here. Let's pick a model that we have loaded up. And let's see here. We have, let's go with the Llama 1B Instruct. Hybrid model, which means it's going to use the NPU in that. And we're going to ask it to generate an SVG of 3 potatoes and a treasure chest. This is my newest testing method after watching. I don't think it was a TED talk, but it was somebody talked about generating SVGs. So SVGs are pictures, but they're all code. So SVGs are generated by code. So what we're doing is we're asking the model to generate, which all models can generate code. We're asking this model, this 1B Llama 3.2 model, to generate an SVG for 3 potatoes in a treasure chest, which I think is fairly reasonable request. So let's go ahead and let it go. And if it comes back thinking, I'll open that thinking up so you guys can watch that. Well, I get some things ready over here. I would like to get some music going. Okay, Llama's probably loading into memory on the endpoint. Oh, there it goes. Okay, it's generating that SVG. Got something fun to look at. So I've got some. it's not. It's not. It's not public domain music, but it is music that I own the license to play on my channel. So I think we're going to go with something simple. Well, this is nice, but it didn't generate a preview. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the 3B model and regenerate that. It'll load that up and then generate that. So I am going to open up a MP3. Yeah, an MP3. Oh, look at that. Look at it's even looks like it's written in code. So there is a very cool. That did not produce. Oh, it did. There we go. It produced this little preview over on the side. Oh, let me see. I need to open the properties. Nope. Not on that. On my there. Open the properties. Capture the client cursor. Oh, we're getting too early there. Why can I not go to Open Web UI? Okay, that's a little frustrating. Let me see what I can do. So if we take this new tab and we go to the new tab, I don't see it. Oh, there it is. There we go. Sorry about that. I had a orphaned window. Anyway, right there on the side, which you can't see my cursor, but that's fine. Um, you'll see, so I'm highlighting the code. To the right of the code, oh, there's my cursor. You'll see the potato one potato, it looks like, in a treasure chest. It's something. So that's out of a 3B llama model. That's not too big. My apologies for the congestion. There's a lot of smoke in the area today. So the next model we're going to try on this is this Quinn 1.57B chat. And again, this is hybrid model, so it's going to use the neural processing unit that's in this machine, and we'll give it a go. Well, I find my music. Aha. Okay, let me see what I can do with this. Let's see here. We'll bring in audio output. Yeah, we can all hear that now. We're going to turn that down. There we go. Okay. Well, this is Quinn 1.57B's interpretation of 3 potatoes in a treasure chest. Well done, actually. I really like this one. We're going to go through and we're going to rate these as well. So let's go ahead and choose another model. Let's actually skip the DeepSeeks for right now and see if there's any other Quinn. These are Quinn GGUF, which they use the graphics processor, but not the neural processing yet. So I want to stay within the hybrids. I guess there's no other Quinns, so we'll just jump to the DeepSeeks. And DeepSeek, yep, first one right here, it's still Llama 8B. Yeah, we'll do that one first and regenerate the output. My apologies for my clicky keyboard, but I like a clicky keyboard. I also love weekends. But when you're retired, every day's a weekend. There we go. Generating some code. Well, that is indeed a treasure chest. Looks like it made some circles, but it looks like it might have hidden them. Interesting. Well, we will definitely will rate all of them when we're done. And let's see here. Just FYI, this interface that I'm using right here is called OpenWebUI, and it is an open source project that you can connect to just about anything. You can connect it to any of the commercial. Let's see, 7B. You can connect it to any of the commercial AI appies out there, like OpenAI, for Grok, Anthropic for Claude, any of those. But you can also connect it to things like LM Studio, which is a local LLM loader and also a server. So it serves out the local network, the LLMs via the LM Studio API, which mimics the OpenAI API, I believe. There's also things like Olama, and what we're running on right now is another open source project for the latest set of AMD AI Max processors, which is what I've got in this little box. Not the one I'm streaming on, but the one it's talking to. Let's open up that thinking so you can see that. This is a reasoning model, so it's got to think first. And anyway, OpenWebUI allows you to load up all these models. Well, it also allows you to evaluate the models. And when I say evaluate, of course, it lets you talk to them and everything. But once you're done, you can, rate the model. You can rate the model. You can give some what it did. Did it do the task well, or did it do it poorly? And then you can also add some notes to that. So overall, it's a really good product, open source. If you've got use cases, it's definitely something you could use to determine which AI models you want to use for what, or if they work for your use case. Boy, I'm not sure what it just did there. It looks like it's going off the... Yeah, it's really going off the screen there. Okay, we'll see what it does. We'll let it run. Let those horses run. Concurrent viewers 0. So I'm talking to nobody. I'm just talking to myself. That's all I'm doing, is talking to myself. Let's see. I could drop my... Let me see here. Let me bring up Signal. I might be able to get a couple people in here, but we'll see. Where is our streaming? Oh, lights just went out on the fish tanks. It must be 7:30. Okay, so I'm going to grab a shareable link and drop that into here. Okay, so we shared that with a couple folks. We might get a viewer, who knows? If we get a viewer, we'll say hi. Okay. Didn't get a preview out of that. that, which I'm a little disappointed in. That's okay. We're going to ask it to regenerate that. Sometimes that's all it takes. Okay, we're going to okay. So what we're doing here is we are going to vibe code an application for for music playing on a stream. And let's see, this is talking about the same thing. Okay, we'll let that run, and then we'll go over to our WinDev box here. Okay, so we've got WinDev. This is a evaluation box. This is an image that Microsoft puts out that comes preloaded with some dev stuff and already in dev mode, things like that. I went ahead and loaded Visual Studio Code, Kiro, Trae, Git, GitHub, desktop. It already had a couple other things. Oh, and it wants to restart for some reason. Let's see what that's about. Let's see what that is about. Okay. We may need to restart it because okay, yeah, it needs a restart. Let's throw these on here. What a pain in the butt. Install this one too. I'm actually hosting this in, what am I hosting this in? I'm hosting this in VirtualBox. Hosting this in VirtualBox because Microsoft decided to take the ability to use Hyper-V out of Windows Home in 24 in 24H2. 24H2, is that right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 24H2. So they took the ability in 24H2 Home to use Hyper-V out, which was never an ability to have Hyper-V in Home. However, um, there was a workaround, and there's no longer a working workaround that I found yet. And if I do, we will definitely review it here. I'm going to go ahead and restart this monster. This is not making me happy. Making me unhappy. Anyhow, who's in my viewership here? Somebody in my viewership. And where's the chat? There's the chat. It says we have one viewer. Come in. Okay, so we're going to reboot that thing, which is not, yeah, you're 1% there. Isn't this just this IT perfect? This is exactly what you would expect. It's you given a presentation and you're like, well, I've been working on this thing all day long and it's worked all day, all day, all day. The updates were done early on, all that stuff done all day. Then at the end of the day, it says, oh, hey, I got an update because you were busy. And it jumps right in there and updates that bullshit phony. Okay, it's going to come around. Let's go back to oops, did not mean to do that. There we go. Let's go back to our, where is it? Chrome. Here we go. Whoa! What is that big mistake that it did there? Yeah. It doesn't always use the API that well. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if we can generate one under a different. You know what? Let's let's do a new chat and let's talk to this thing. We're going to pick a model that we know is useful, which we just loaded into our server, Claude 3.7 Sonnet reasoning with Gemma 3, 12b, Quant 8, which is like 12b's, but a fair amount of parameters. It's not the best, but it's a fair amount. But Quant 8 is like looking at a 4K picture rather than maybe, like a full HD. So we're going to use this Quant 8 and we're going to ask it with its a little bit of 3.7 reasoning. We're going to ask it, we're going to tell it, um, I'm going to use an AI assistant to code a Python project. I need to make a thorough, no, I need a thorough, 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 thorough project, thorough application project plan. Ask, you know what? Let's use a chat model. Let's use a specific chat model right here. That's the one we're going to use. I'm going to use an AI assistant to code a Python project. I need a thorough application project plan. Ask me for information until we have enough for a solid plan, then produce the plan. Okay, so letting you know this is running on my own hardware. This is, oh, we got chat. Hey, you! Hey, Christian. Like my beard? Anyway, yeah. So what I've got going here is we're asking the Quen 1.57b, which I'm hosting. It's using a hybrid model, which is utilizing GPU and NPU, neural processing unit. We're saying I'm going to use an AI assistant to code a Python project. I need a thorough project plan. Ask me for information until we have enough for a solid plan, then produce the plan. Okay, it's thinking right now. So right now it's loading the model into memory, or the Quen model into memory. Okay, here we go. Great, let's start by gathering the necessary information for your project. Okay. Okay. So one, let's see. The AI assistant, no, the AI will assistant will version and will code and version. Code and version the project. It is an AI agent data set. Specify the data you want to work with. Okay. Two, We will be working with local audio files, including .wave, .mp3, and .ogg. Algorithm. Choose the AI algorithm or model that best suits your project's needs. Let's see, the model will be chosen for me. It will be chosen by the agent. Okay, for functionality, list out the specific features. Here we go. This is what this is the piece I want here. So anyway, the specific features. I would, no, not I would like. This is the thing you gotta learn, and I'm talking to myself here, but you have to do with, this is the thing you have to do with AI. Or you have to learn not to do with AI. It is not personal. There is nobody on the other side of this. It is not about not being nice. It's about not using tokens you don't need to. So you don't have to ask it, would you please, or say, I would like to. All you have to say is create or do. And yeah, and it'll know what you're saying, and it uses less tokens in the process. Um, I know that overall it makes us a nice human race if we're nice all the time, but AI doesn't need it. It doesn't, it does, it's not going to save you when the overlords take over. They're taking over no matter what. So functionality, a Python application that can play, that can list audio files in a directory and play them with one click. A checkbox to loop the audio file is required. Bada bam. That's pretty much all I'm looking for to start off with. Technology stack. Code the application in Python. Development environment. Well, we've already done, we're using Trae or Kiro or one of those. Testing and evaluation. Outline the testing methods. Test that the app can see audio files, play them, and loop them. Okay, 7, testing and evaluation. Oh, that was, so we're skipping, there we go. And 8 is deployment. Plan how the AI assistant will be deployed. That's not, it misunderstood me, but I get it. Well, this is fairly easy. Maintenance and updates, we're not going to worry about that. Deployment, oh, deployment, absolutely. Use a virtual environment in Python. Utilize, now we'll let it use pip. Pip is, just FYI, pip is an installer within Python to install packages. There are other installers. UV is one of the newer ones, and it's fast. But the problem with that is most of the models are not up to speed with the latest, which UV is, and therefore you have to load in the UV documentation for the app or the agent to know how to use it. Use a virtual environment in Python, and I think that's it. I'm going to go ahead and feed that back to it and let's see what it says. But I think I'm actually going to, okay, here we go. Okay, yeah, look at this. It knows technology stack. Wow, I'm with it. Love it. Okay, that looks great. So let's check our WinDev environment. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Come on, you can do it. If you try. Okay, it's there. Come on, come on. Sip of coffee. Okay, here we go. This is rebooting. We're almost in. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go back to my agent or my AI and copy that output that we got. And now I'm opening up. We're opening it up. Here we go. Okay, I gave it 8 gigs of RAM. Then I gave it 8 gigs and like 6 CPUs. And I thought that it would do a lot better, but it is not. So we're going to try Kiro out first. Let this finish thinking and doing. And what we're going to do is we'll open Kiro up and we'll open Kiro up and we will paste in our project. What was that called? Project. It was a project objective, I guess. Yeah, project objective. Okay, here we go. Tree's loading up. So what I'm gonna do, no, I do not want to update anything else. Just let me get started, please. Okay, let's say open a project. And we're gonna go in and we're gonna create a new project here. Oh, look, there's Kiro and Trae. We're gonna go into documents. We're gonna create a new folder. We're gonna call it dot project. There we go. Good enough. Select that folder. Okay, here we go. We're going to trust that folder. Actually moving along. Things are working. Okay, so we have vibe, chat first, then build, explore ideas, and iterate as you discover needs. Okay. Ah, that's right. I forgot this is start. Okay, yeah, that's set to start on login. Anyway, or spec, plan first, then build, create requirements, and design before coding starts. Let's go ahead and spec and paste in our yeah, there we go. Kiro uses generative AI. You may need to verify responses. Kiro processes data across all U.S. regions. Kiro may retain chats to provide and maintain the service. Kiro may collect client-side telemetry. We're all good. All good. And see, you have a project comprehensive project plan for an AI assistant. Audio file management. No, I don't need this. Oh, see that? You know what? Maybe we're going to make it AI assisted. Maybe that's what we're going to do now. Maybe that was the good idea that the AI had, that requirements look good. If so, we can move on to design. Yeah, let's move on to the design phase. I'm going to shrink this down a bit so we can see the chat. I'm going to move this in a little bit so we can see what's going on over there. Audio file manager, we have a spec. Hmm. Okay. Studio says that I have. Oh, my stream health is good. Okay. Well, I don't know what that was about. Okay, here we go. So I've created the initial requirements document for your audio file manager application. Requirements are structured with user stories and detailed acceptance criteria in EARS format. Covers of core functionality you described: directory browsing, single click, looping, basic to the following look good. So we can move on to design. Yes, we did that. Create a comprehensive design document that addresses. Yes, you did. Okay, the design. Does the design look good? Um, MVC pattern. Tinker, yes. Pygame, that's fine. Pathlib, yes. Those are all Python packages, libraries for use different things. But we will move to the implementation plan and see what it can do. Working. Let's see what it's doing. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and turn the background music on. Okay, let's see here. Created a comprehensive implementation plan. Do the tasks look good? Let's see. Focuses on coding activities, writing classes, relevant requirements, built upon the previous tasks, include both implementation. Do the tasks look good? Yes. Just do it. Do it and show me what you did. 3 changes accepted. Okay. Oh, clicking start task next to any task item. So start task. Is that, I already did those. Tasks 15. Incremental coding tasks. Build your app. Start tasks. We'll just tell it start tasks. Start tasks. I'll try changing the model and rerunning. Okay. I don't mind going to Sonnet, Claude Sonnet. I'm guessing this has got a lot of traffic because it is a free tool right now. This is Amazon's Kiro, and it is free while it's in beta, and so therefore I'm pretty sure. There we go. Pretty sure it's busy. Turn that background music back on. Implement the first task. We're setting up the project structure. Awesome. It is doing that. Let's open up the directory. Ah, look at that. So it's already created these files here, and now within this file, it's got this initpy is fairly normal whenever you're creating a new Python project. So it is busy creating files right now. The requirements.txt file that it's creating or has created is the file that you send to pip for all the libraries that you need to install. Essentially just one library on each line, and it goes through and installs all those libraries for you. I'm going to ask a question in chat. Any Nah, never mind. Okay. Oh, let's see here. 8 changes accepted. Would you like me to continue with the next task implement? Yes. Yes, continue. I am going to go back while this is working. I would like to... Oh, okay. That's where it got AI from. Okay. Let's see here. There you go. Right here within the spec, the AI agent will choose a suitable auto. Okay, yeah. AI audio player right here. Yeah, a little bit of confusion there. An unexpected error occurred. Please retry. Okay, retry. Nice. It's cool that it's making files and stuff like that, but it makes pretty art too. It doesn't. Luckily, art doesn't have to function. Oh, oh, oops. I just interrupted it. Okay, it went right back to what it was doing. As the um, as the context engineer, prompt writer guy, the person running the AI, um, shouldn't get impatient and click the wrong button. Oh man, it's not there. That was a simulated event. Mm, 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 mm. Updating the task MD file based on the analysis of the current code base. Okay. It asked if I'd like help with any of the implementation of any of those. I said, yes, please implement them all in order. And then what we'll do is when this is done, so I've vibe coded before. The tools I've vibe coded in have varied, some very strong. A lot of times what you'll get is you'll get an app at the end of what it's doing, and that app will not work correctly. And so you'll take the error output of that app and you'll put that back into the chat box. And with some, with some you have to, excuse me, with some you can just paste the error and hit enter and they'll understand what you're saying. Others you should preempt with um, running the app gave the following error, colon, and then paste in the error, which is not difficult. Um, yeah. This is kind of nice here. This is showing me as this task is in progress. So this task has been completed. This task is in progress. That's pretty cool. I am interested in this requirements. Okay, this is not the requirements.txt. Ah, that's what I'm, yeah. Okay, PyGame, PyTest, and PyTest. Okay, interesting. So tasks, it is working on this task right now. Now all the work is going on at Amazon's end. So what I might do is go ahead and minimize this, open up Trae. Yeah, I know, I'm antsy. I get antsy. I have other people in the room with me keeping me from being antsy. Task 3 has been marked complete. So what has it done? It set up the project structure. It implemented the data models and core interfaces. It created the audio file. Oh, wow. Implemented the scan directory method to find the audio files. Implement area handling for file system access issues. Oh, okay. Trae just opened. I think I've just pushed it to its limits memory-wise. 8 gigs of RAM and 6 cores. Come on. 6 cores. What do you need more than 6 cores to do? What in the world do you need more than 6 cores to do? There we go. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to open a folder. We're going to again go to Documents. We're going to say New Folder. We're going to say .trae project. Okay. Select that folder. It's going to reopen. It's going to, yes, I need to trust that. And then right in here, we're going to see, hopefully it'll let me have some Cloud Force on it because that's the good stuff. And we will paste in. Okay, so what are we doing? This is audio file player. We're not going to call it an agent. I'm going to say the application. Create and maintain. Okay, let's see what else we said. It's got AI in it. We'll tell it to choose. Choose this. I think it's good. And then we're going to throw it in and see what Trae does with it. Too many current requests. Your position is 52. Please upgrade to Pro for more premium model flash requests. Okay, well, that could be a problem, and I am willing to update for a video, but I'm not willing to update to Pro for this video. What I am willing to do is post my buy me a coffee link, and Trae is $10 a month. The first person who gives me a coffee, buy me a coffee for $10 is the Trae sponsor for the month, and your name will go up on the stream during my Trae stream. Just thought of that. Okay, let's go back to our, wow, it's already completed a bunch of tasks. It's in task 6, and we've got how many? We've got 15. So task 6, oh, there's an 11.1, so 16, 16 tasks, yeah. Oh, the task was just completed. 11 was, oh, 11's already done. Oh, okay. Interesting. I like the way it keeps track of it. Mm-mm. My bandwidth keeps dipping down, so I'm not sure how that's affecting the stream. We'll see. We'll see though. We're recording this and we'll whittle it down to the bare minimum. Okay. We stopped the background music because we're looking at task 6 just completed. That was error handling. Task 7 is the basic GUI structure. So let's see what Trae's doing. Trae's got, I'm position 41. That's interesting having a weighting system there. Let me grab my coffee link, buy me a coffee link so we can make sure to put it in the description. Buy me a coffee, copy this link. Where is it? Copy link address. And first we'll throw it in the chat. No, I don't want to throw it in the chat because I don't want my one viewer thinking that that's a request. For them specifically, I will put it in I will put it in the description of the video right here. First $10 donation is the Trae sponsor for the month and gets their name on stream. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, I have to complete a verification. ID verification. Okay, let's see. Let's see here. Let's see what I can do with this. Old man streaming. One thing I didn't think about is getting donations. Okay. Verify your identity. Driver's license. Do I have my driver's license? I think I do. In my pocket, I do. And pull that beastly thing out and put it down there and take a picture. I agree. While using the site. Want my ID like that. Oh, it takes 24 hours. I'm not going to be able to post that anyway. I will post it in chat. Um, I'll post it. No, I'll post it in the. Okay. I think it's in there. I just don't think it's clickable. Yeah, it's just not clickable. Just copy and paste it. Yeah. If you want to be that one that you want to be that person that sponsors Tree for the month, and I'm talking 30 days. I'm not talking till the end of July. Then just say something nice when you in the say something nice area. Here, let me pop this over onto. How do I do that? If I do that, and then I do that. Yes, I can. Okay, so if you go to my coffee page, you're going to put in $10. You're going to put in the name that you want me to put on my stream saying you are my sponsor for Trey. And then you're going to say sponsor Trey. And I tell you what, if I get more than one, then there'll be 2 consecutive months or more of sponsors. And that's the way we'll work that. Thank you. Appreciate it. We'll go back to our code and we'll see where it's at. Oh my, it has already gone through task 8. It's completed 10. It is, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's marking 11.1 as completed. Wow, I'm really impressed. And then, so it's going to finish 12 or finish 12. 13's already done, and then 14 and 15, and then it'll be complete. And then we'll run it and take a look at it and see what it does. Could be fun. Hey, Christian, you are my only viewer, so I can say hi. Hi, and thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Okay, got done with task 12. That was pretty quick. Now it's working on 14 and then 15. Add instructions for running the application, create executable script or entry point. Yep, that's exactly what I want. And just FYI, I mean, it's good to take a second and kind of um, realize, uh, respect's not the word, but maybe awe at what all that it's done that is actually new content. So this whole document was created from the documents, the just the general ideas that we started with in the chat with my local LLM model. And then once we had that, we put that into here, and man, it's there's a lot of work that's being done for us, and a lot of work that that we have to tease out when it's all done. So in other words, we have to tease out understanding how this all works if we're going to support it, distribute it, that kind of thing. Wow, down to 36. So currently between Trey and Kiro's the better model. Of course, I did ask, you know what I could do? Let's do this. Let's instead ask for Claude 3.7 Sonnet. Let's do that. And then then ask again with 3/7 on it. Oh, we got movement right away. Okay, we have a okay, one file needs review. Let's go ahead and oh, the requirements, I'm looking at it. Yep, accept it. Can we auto accept in here? File system. Don't want to click on something wrong. Anyway, so this now Trey's working on doing its work. Accept all. It's doing its work. So we'll let it do its thing and check back over here. So 15, its last task is in process. Progress. And let's see. Oh, I think it just completed it. Yes, it is packaging. It's working, marked it complete, and is working on packaging. Wow, I've done this a few times, and I'm still kind of amazed every time. Um, so we've completed all the tasks. Let's summarize what we've accomplished. Is there any specific you'd like me to explain or any part of the implementation you'd like me to review in more detail? Fully implemented according to the requirements and design. The application provides a simple interface for browsing. Okay. Wrote comprehensive integration test. So let's go to the README. Installation. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I'm just going to ask it. How do I start the application? Mm, let's go. Let's look at the files here. Okay, so we'll go to documents. This is in projects. Um, run directly using Python. Open command terminal, navigate to the project's root directory, run the application. Okay, I can do that. All right, so we're going to open a, um, yeah, I guess CMD. We can do it in PowerShell too. So our first thing we're going to do, once our command line opens, we're going to type Python version. Yay! Okay. Then we can go to the directory, which is change directory documents project. Got it. We're going to do a directory. We're going to say, what is it? What is it? What is to go? Run directly using Python. The audio file manager.main. Python m main.py. No. Okay, well, this is not as straightforward as I thought it would be, but that's okay. Main pie, main pie. option one. So change directory. And if we go Python and dash, no, what would we do? Python dash M audio file manager dot main. No. So see. Nope. Okay, so it did a lot of impressive stuff for nothing to work. Um, before we tackle this, and we may not tackle this in this session, before we tackle it, we may be a turnover session here. Before we tackle this, we're going to go and look and see what Trae did. I'm going to go ahead and minimize that. Let's go back and look at what Trae's working on. Accept all. Run. See, Trae's doing some work in the terminal too, so that, I don't know. I am not going to run this stream till 9:30. I don't think this is much over an hour, going to be an over an hour stream, maybe 8:45 at the most. Um, but I'm getting the feel for this, so, it is what it is. I am noting that the tray is getting errors, but responding to those errors on its own. Um, Quite interesting. Okay, yeah, it's got a problem as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And interesting. So it created the file. It's still trying to work on it. It's asking me for permission through each step, but it's doing a lot more what looks like work than Kiro did. Okay, it ran it. The application is running. Let's create a simple test. Run. Command is running. Run. It's installing a whole bunch of stuff. And this is why I did it on a VM. I didn't want it installing it all on my machine. Um, but again, occasionally they will hallucinate. And when I say hallucinate, it's make things up. Um, and sometimes they'll make up requirements for the packages they need, and they don't need that package. Hydrate. Okay, run. I sort of like the it asking me for the next step. I sort of feel like I'm part of the process. Like maybe I could put my name on the program it writes and feel like I actually did part of it. Oh, it's created. It has created a wave file and an OGG file, and I wouldn't doubt that it's going to create an MP3 file now. I'm impressed. I'm more impressed with Trey than I am with Kiro. Oh, we're going to run our test components here. You know, we can bring audio over from that. Where is audio? Synchronize clipboard. I thought I had an audio check mark. Show displays, download. I thought for sure it had audio. Maybe it automatically brings audio over. I've got it muted. Oh, it's got it's got no audio output at all. Okay. Except all. And file needs review. Yes, go ahead and accept that. Is there an auto accept? There's got to be an auto accept. Automatically run commands. Confirm. Jesse's on chat on Signal. I was just chatting with him a little bit there. To continue to get more. Okay. I'm a little worried because it said model thinking limit reached. Please continue. I'm a little. Oh, I thought it was gonna put me in a queue again. Okay, what am I doing here? I am gonna fade out for a second. Just needed to step away for a quick minute. Oh, I've got 2 viewers. I think Jesse is in my stream. It is running the audio file player here. It has run it twice so far. No, that's our command line for our other instance. Whoa, Jesse Edwards just subscribed! And our little on-screen thing worked too! Oh my god! Thank you, Jesse. Okay, the Trae just finished our application, and it says autoplay is now robust and handles environments with and without audio hardware gracefully. Users can browse and select audio files. So let's just ask. I'll say, what creative? Does it tell us how to use it? Let's see. Components, current status. Let's ask it. How do I start the application? Okay. Run the main application file directly or use the app script. Error. Okay, I don't need the error reporting right immediately. Let's do this. We'll fire up CMD command line. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. We'll change directory into documents and directory and Trae project and directory. Look at that. And so if we say Python audio player, py, what do we get? We get a hello from the Pygame community. Do we get an application? Okay. Wow, okay. So now we've got a browser window. We can browse. Now, mind you, we started with nothing. We started with zero code, just an idea. So we will go to, let's see here. Oh, that's right. I didn't think about that, where I'm running it from. Let's just do this. Okay. Let's map a network drive. Let me see on my other machine where those are. Oh, those are on the asset drive. Let's put some stuff in our share here. We'll turn off, first let's turn off our local audio because we don't need that. Nobody needs that. Oh, we're not gonna be able to play audio because it's on our remote machine that doesn't have audio, but we'll see if it'll actually see it and load it and do something with it. So we're gonna copy that and we'll copy it to our share. Where's our share? Seagate, there we go. I can put it on the public drive too. Seagate. And let's just put it on YouTube. So, sorry. Let's see here. New folder underscore YouTube. Go in there and we'll paste that in there. Okay, there we go. We've got some folders. We can go to Black Whack, Ace House, and Whack. Come on. Come on. Oh, fun. Fun, fun, fun day. There we go. Look at that. Okay, we have this temp, this one right here. And that's where we will put those. So we will actually move our YouTube folder. We'll cut that. And where is that? I believe that's on our G drive. Temp share. There we go. And there we go. Okay. Go back to our application. We will find our drive that we just select folder. That's perfect. So if we hit this, we can hit play. Audio hardware is not available, but that's okay. And we can also loop it. So we will copy this locally. So let's go ahead and close this. We're going to copy this directory locally. Yeah, we'll go here in Documents, in Trae Project. There, we created it. We'll go ahead and copy this Trae project over. Copy. And we'll copy it to our share where we can get to it and paste it there. and then we'll load it up over here. And that'll be the last thing that we're doing for this evening, and we'll call it a night. Let's see here. I'm going to add a source. I'm going to add a display capture. We're going to say it's the HD monitor, and it's going to be that one. Okay, we're going to pull it to the back. Pretty much seeing the same thing, but now you'll be able to see my whole setup here. Oh, my games. Okay, so we've got our Trae project right here. Let's go ahead and bring it local. Copy. We'll put it, we have a temp directory somewhere. Let's put one right here. New folder, temp, throw it in there. I don't know if I have Python on this machine or not, but we'll see. Yep, I do. So let's go G and then change directory temp and change directory Trae project and then Python audio player pi. Module not found pygame. Okay, so I should go pip install requirements. No, not readme requirements. There we go. I think I had to do -m. I think I had to do pip -m. No. We'll look it up because that's what we do. Look in Google and we'll say pip install requirements dot text command and pip -r. That's all we needed was a -r. There we go. Okay. Installing the Python requirements. And now, error subprocess, end of output is error subprocess, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Let's see if it runs it. Nope. We're just going to say pip install pygame. Look at that. Look at that right there. See that right there? See that? See that? Okay, so it's got a little leaf, or it's got a little feather up there. Anyway, we're going to browse to our folder. It's on G. It's on this temp share, YouTube MP3. We're going to select the folder. Here they are. Play. Okay, wait a minute. You can't hear that because I don't have the audio for my desktop loaded, so hold on. We want to capture audio output capture. We just want the, yep, that'll work. That'll work. Okay, I think it'll. These are all pretty long, but I'm curious if the loop will work. Loop enable down at the bottom. I'm impressed. I'm duly impressed with this. Um, this went from zero code, just matter of fact, for those who weren't in on the beginning, let me pull that up real quick. We started with a chat with this one line. I'm going to use an AI assistant to code a Python project. I need a thorough application project plan. Ask me for information until we have enough for a solid plan, then produce a plan, which it didn't do. It said, here's a list of things I want from you. And I said, here's a list of things I can give you back. So there was two back and forth, and then it generated this plan. Now, when I entered this plan into Kiro, which failed, I'm going to say horribly at this point, um, it thought I wanted an AI assisted audio player. So I removed those AI elements before I put it into Trae. That may have made the difference, but overall, Trae gave us this. Trae gave us the look. It does things. This is one of my favorite. This is a favorite loop here. So anyway, yeah, it's almost 9, which is good enough. We're closing out a half an hour early, but I will make this available up on GitHub, of course, and I will post that in the description of this video. I want to thank everybody who joined me. I really appreciate it, guys. Really super appreciate it. It's a little different when you're talking to somebody than to nobody, but yeah, I'm very pleased with the outcome of Trae. Let's go back. Let's go back to our open desktop here. This is our Trae. Yeah, I'm very pleased. It did well, and it did that on 3.7 Sonnet, not 4.0. It did that with free credits. But yeah, this pretty cool stuff. And thank you guys for joining me. And so we're gonna call it we'll call this an episode. Thank you much. Take care.